Hi class, Mrs. Calvi here. Quick review on solving division equations. So we know that we are going to use the inverse operation or the opposite operation to solve. First thing I want to do, first of all, I have y divided by 5 is equal to 4. I'm going to put down my lines to make things nice and neat. Now, I have y divided by 5. So I have to do the opposite of division, which is multiplication. Now remember, we are going to multiply by what we want to get rid of. We want to get rid of the 5 because the goal when solving equations is to get the variable by itself. So I'm going to get rid of the 5. And because this is division, I'm going to do the opposite, which is multiplication. So I am going to be multiplying both sides by 5. Remember, whatever I do to one side of the equation, I have to do to the other. So these two 5s cancel out. So these cancel. I am left with my y, bring down my equal sign. Now I have 4 times 5. Well, 4 times 5 is equal to 20. So my final answer for this one was y is equal to 20. But we want to check to make sure that is correct by plugging it back into the original equation. So I'm going to rewrite that over here. So in place of y in the equation, I'm going to input 20 because that's what we ended up solving for. So now I get 20. I'm going to just put the rest of the equation divided by 5, and they have that equals 4. Well, it just so happens that 20 divided by 5 is equal to 4, and 4 equals 4. So because the left side equals the right side here, y equals 20 is correct. All right, let's try another one. Okay, so here I have 12 is equal to x divided by 4. So I'm going to put in those lines to the left and right of my equal sign to make things neat. I want to get my x by itself, so I need to get rid of this 4. This is a division problem, so I'm going to use multiplication to get rid of the 4. So I'm going to multiply both sides by 4. These 4s are going to cancel. I'm going to drop down my x. I'm going to drop down my equal sign. And now I need to do 12 times 4. Well, 12 times 4 gives me 48. So in this case, my final answer was x is equal to 48. So let's see if that is correct by plugging it in. So if I plug in 48 for x, and I take 48 divided by 4, if I actually did the math, that would equal 12. So then my left side and my right side would equal. So that tells me that x is equal to 48 is a correct answer. Okay, so here I have x divided by 7 is equal to 5. So I'm going to put in my lines to make things neat. So I want to get rid of the 7, and this is a division problem. So in order to get rid of the 7, I'm going to do the opposite of division, which is multiplication, and I'm going to multiply both sides by 7. Because remember, my goal is to get the variable by itself. So these 7s cancel. I'm going to drop down my x, drop down my equal sign. I'm going to take 5, multiply it by 7 to get 35. So this answer was x is equal to 35. Let's double check. So if I plug in 35 for x, I have to look to see, does 35 divided by 7 equal 5? And the answer is yes, because the left side and the right side equal. I know that x equaling 35 is a correct answer. All right, guys, that is it for now, and I will talk to you soon.